For the last 20 years, firms that sell SaaS or software as a service have been ripping their customers off, but they are not doing it intentionally. Here's why, and here's how you can stop it from happening to you. Put yourself in the shoes of a company that makes the typical apps and sells them monthly as a SaaS product. They spend a few grand to create the apps themselves. They spend a few more grand testing them and making sure they meet the customer's requirements. They assemble a few low-paid engineers that can fix any bugs. They stick the apps on a decent, reliable delivery network like Amazon or Azure, and they're off. At this point, so far so good. They've created a half-decent product, or service really, and they haven't spent a king's ransom to make it as it is right now. Then somebody in their finance department does some sums and figures out that if they get 1,000 customers each spending £30 a month, their initial investment will be recouped in just over 6 months. Lovely jubbly. This time next year, Wadney, we'll be millionaires, they say. But then reality kicks in. How are we going to sell this? Nobody knows we exist. What can we do? Let's advertise, says some bright spark. So they do.
Here's what happens to a typical big SaaS company at this point. They pay Google $10 a click to get a potential customer on their website. 1 in 10 visitors actually clicks on a free trial button and they start a 30-day free trial. At this time, they probably employ some salespeople to try and push the client into signing up as fast as possible. Fact is, just 1 in 10 people actually use the trial at all, and of those only half will sign up for their service. Doing the easy maths here, they need 200 clicks at $10 cost each to find one customer paying $30 a month. Giving them a 5-year return on their advertising spend, that's mad, 5 years. Most customers go out of business or churn within 3 years. The maths gets worse. And here's where it really goes to rat shit. To get their 1,000 customers, they work out they need to spend $2 million on adverts, not to mention the cost of the salespeople. So what do? Well, here is what most of the big names you know in the SaaS CRM, project management, service desk, document management, and other areas do. They go out to find a suitable VC to fund their growth. A VC is a group of investors that will give you money in return for shares in your business. All you must do in return is guarantee them growth, not profit, growth. And it's growth at any cost. $100 million to $200 million it goes on. More money gets invested until most of the owner's original shares are gobbled up by the growth-obsessed VC. In many cases, if these unlucky owners hit stones in the road and don't get the astronomical growth required, they can lose control of their company altogether. Now, they work for the VCs. The VCs own the company that on paper is worth billions, but has never made a single penny in profit. But it's you, the customer, that pays the ultimate price for their market domination. Now they start with the annual price hikes. Now they cut back on support. Now they keep new developments to an absolute minimum. Before long, you are paying over the odds for an old product with just a few features. Every time you add a new user, the price doubles, and you keep paying year after year. Now, understand that after just 3 years, the average company has collected 13 applications on a monthly or annual SaaS contract, spending tens of thousands every year. Not realizing that all of your investment in these products is going toward the funding of the next round of expensive ads on Google to find more customers to prop up the losses already made. If this was a finance company, we would be complaining of pyramid schemes. SaaS is a Ponzi scheme, and small companies that can least afford it are the victims.
It's time to break this model. These companies, these SaaS giants, will get you to believe that you really can't leave them. It's impossible to change over all your information, they must say. They'll say, you must stay, you have no choice. I call BS. It's actually very easy to transfer your data onto a spreadsheet and start afresh with another vendor. But you need a vendor that will not be on the same Ponzi scheme as all the others. You need a vendor that will sell you a once-off perpetual license and your payments stop. Zway does that. Since 2018, we've also been stuck in the pyramid of stupidity that is SaaS advertising, up to now that is. Now we're committed to giving back, especially to the thousands of smaller companies that just can't afford to keep paying hand over fist.
There is one added and massive benefit to swapping your apps out and using Zway. Not only do you get a return on your investment in a couple of months, but you discover that all of your problems where you were duplicating information, retyping the same information into multiple apps have now gone. Zway is already pre-integrated.
This is especially good Because an even bigger con is now starting alongside the great SaaS con of the 20th century. It's the AI con of the 21st century. Now, these VCs are telling you you must pay extra every month for the benefit of linking the standalone apps that they sold you in the first place. Firms like Make.com and Zapier are selling SaaS products that do just that. And guess what? Their costs are linked to the amounts of times you use them. These costs can become rude quickly. It's time to stop this craziness. It's time to get off this gravy train. They'll bleed you dry. Get started with Zway Business Automation Suite today. It's a pre-integrated suite of apps that replace at least half of the standalone stuff you use right now. Each Zway pack costing £995 a time for 5 users. If you have more staff that need service, just add more packs. As I said before, even if you currently only pay for one app like Insightly, CRM, Zendesk, or Zoho right now, stopping these monthly payments will pay back in months, not years. And after that, you're free to keep using your service for as long as you like. Getting on board with Zway is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Click on my link on this page, pay for your one-off fee, go to the supplied link and start your new service. Once you have access to Zway, you can transfer your own data as you need. No rush. You have it for the rest of your life now. And when you're ready, cut out those toxic apps that are killing your profits.